I founded the company about 15 years ago. I used to do most of our accounting and bookkeeping and stuff myself. And then as we grew, I brought on some employees to handle it. And we got to a point where I wasn't happy with the level of sophistication and expertise that internal employees could give me. My business was growing, and I tried to hire 2 or 3 different controllers in a row. When I decided to outsource, I sat down and asked myself, what would need to be true for me to be really happy with the end result here? I want to spend the same amount of money or less that I'm spending now on my accounting payroll. Whatever I'm paying my internal employees, I don't want to pay more, and ideally it would be even less. And so I want to pay less, but I want far faster and more efficient and more professional functionality. The third thing was I want the accounting team to integrate in with my business so that it functions seamlessly as part of my company, and I don't feel like it's some extra thing I have to manage. I laid out that criteria to my head of admin and to Brittany up front, and all those goals have been met. The way we found Indinero was I wanted to switch from the cash method to the accrual method of accounting, and I told my controller, who I wasn't that happy with, I said, go find someone outside to do this switch because I don't think that you have the expertise to do this. So she ended up finding Indinero, and we were pleased with how the project went, converting us from cash to accrual. After that, I thought, you know what? I want to look into outsourcing accounting. I've been super pleased because what I've had access to, I started with just a controller, but I've used your CFO services. I'm using a bookkeeper now. Someone's doing payroll for us, and it's taken a tremendous load off my mind as an entrepreneur and a business owner. If I had known about Indinero sooner, I would have switched much, much sooner. Partnering with Indinero just fits my business model. There was a lot of cleanup work because over the years, I've wanted someone who's really good at setting up and managing a chart of accounts and setting up and managing budgets. And surprisingly, a lot of people with accounting degrees aren't necessarily good at those things. They might be good at one certain skill set, but in terms of looking at a business, looking at the chart of accounts and seeing, okay, here's how I can simplify and streamline this. Here's how I can automate things. And here's how I can bring clarity here. So I can look at the expenses and logically think about what belongs where and make recommendations to the business owner. Before working with you guys, I hadn't found anybody who could do that in the way that I wanted, including a CPA and 3 different individual controllers that I hired. Now, I'm not thinking about bringing accounting back in-house again. I love this strategy. It's a higher level of expertise than I could hire myself because I don't have a big enough company to hire a full-time CFO and a full-time controller and a full-time bookkeeper. I want people who can do those things and do them well, but I only need them fractionally right now. My accounting overhead is actually less than what it was. It seems like it's saving me about 30 grand a year. So that's a 30% savings. It is incredibly more professional and faster and more efficient. My peace of mind is increased tenfold. I spend a fraction of the time thinking about and talking about accounting stuff. Brittany delivers to me the exact financial reports I want every month. It gives me all the information I need to see how my business is doing and to make operational decisions. I don't spend much of my time at all trying to chase down numbers or asking randomly for various reports. The format of those reports in Fathom has been really nice. I don't like looking at really long spreadsheets and stuff. I like bullet pointed brief numbers that are easy to read. I asked my CFO and Brittany to create 12-month financial projections, cash flow projections, so that we can see exactly how much cash we can throw at our marketing efforts. And when we can do that, that's given me clarity. Right now I'm in the middle of my marketing season and I have clarity and peace of mind about how much I'm spending and what return I'm going to get on that. We're getting evaluation done now, and there has had to be some untangling of historical financials because of our cash to accrual transition. Brittany's done a really good job of working with the analyst at the M&A firm to create a clear picture of what happened with our revenue historically, so the company valuation can come in and be accurate. It's really important to get as accurate of a valuation as possible. If we don't have clarity on our numbers, we can't get that. If I were to say something to another entrepreneur who was thinking about using Indinero, what I would say is don't make the assumption that someone has to be your employee to know your business and improve it. They don't. In fact, often someone who's not your employee can look at your business with more objective eyes and see how to improve it faster and better. Bringing on a partner like Indinero is extremely liberating if you're ready to trust them and let go of that control. What you're really letting go of is a burden. Because I still have all the control I want in my company. I actually have better control because I have more clarity, but I don't have any of the burden. I don't worry about my books at all anymore.